Side, and the running Rainbow got the hoop and Mahorn's foul. 7:08 to play in the third. Milwaukee by 3. Roberts at the line, and he nails it. Roberts had 12 in the first, and now he has 20. 61-57. Isaiah against Humphries. Wanted to go inside to Aguirre, a kick out and a reset on the shot clock.
Aguirre is so much larger and stronger than Brown. Look to see them post Mark up.
Mark from the sideline, lobs it topside to Isaiah. He'll take it to the wing. Humphries with him. Lambier wants to pick and roll. Isaiah gets the switch. Roberts on him. Sneaking in back door, though, is Aguirre, and he lays it in. 61-59. Aguirre with a dozen.
Anytime you see a trap on the isolated side, the man on the weak side sprints as hard as he can to the basket, and no one adjusted from the Bucks.
Humphries down the lane, tries the left-handed up. No, Lambier bothered the shot. Mahorn has rebound. Way up to Isaiah. Isaiah picks up the dribble. Now he'll send it wide of the lane to Aguirre. He's doubled. Looping feed deep on the right to Lambier, trying for three, won't go through. Dumars looks to save, does well, and lobs to Lambier. Outside to Aguirre, fresh 24. Pistons down just a deuce at 61-59. Looking to tie now halfway through the third. And looking to win, of course, and sweep Milwaukee and head for the Eastern Finals. Isaiah to the posting Lambier on Humphries. He leaps and catches. Then has to flip it back outside, and the clock runs out. A shot clock violation on the Pistons.
These fans are really behind this ball club. They showed good hustle that time and good poise with their traps.
In the third quarter, the Bucks have 3 turnovers, the Pistons 2. That was the second. Signal with the move. But he'll miss it wide of the lane. Dumars to Isaiah. Isaiah will pull up and gun from the wing, and he got it. He absolutely nailed it all the way, and we're tied at 61 with 5 now and 15 left in the third. Pistons have outscored him 37-16 since 5 minutes into the second. Roberts starting to drive, and he travels, and the Pistons can now take the lead. Remember, they trailed 45-24.
He caught his own pass that time.
61 all. Dumars against Ricky Pierce. He pounds it topside. Shot clock 10. Lambier out the screen. Dumars heads right. Roberts on him on a switch. He'll take him inside. Draw the contact. Flip it up wide. But Roberts gets the foul. Chris and Cheryl Walter from Davison, John and Nancy Wright from Flushing, and Jeff Sakwa from Southfield here to watch the Pistons. 4:46 to play in the third. The Pistons and the Palace want to extend a special thank you to Thomas Cook Travel and British Airways for providing our 2 millionth fan with a trip to London and a visit to Buckingham Palace. The Palace of Auburn Hills, Thomas Cook Travel and British Airways. A big thank you to all of our fans for their great support in the first year at the Palace. The Pistons have the lead. Joe Dumars has 11. He made them both at 63-61. 4:38 left in the third. Humphries getting inside, flips it up lefty and in. But before the shot, an Isaiah Thomas foul. Isaiah with a double hand check, but then Humphries had a push off, but I guess the foul first is the one that counts. And it was Isaiah. Humphries topside. Humphries dotted line. Leaning lefty. Scoop off the high glass. He scores. He's got some talent. 63-63. 8 for Humphries. 4:15 to play in the third. Isaiah will try for 3 deep outside, and he drills it. Isaiah unties it and his triple gives the Pistons a 3-point lead, 66-63. We have 4 to play in the third. Humphries against him. Gets the screen from Sigma. Penetrates. Goes to the hoop. Knock away. Lambier to Isaiah. Way up to Dumars. Nobody there but Joe. He'll lay it up and lay it in. Dumars with the bunny, and it's now a 5-point Piston lead, 68-63.
Del Harris would like to go to his bench or pull his team over to the bench, but he can't. Well, he is going to call another timeout.
Well, he stopped the play because he absolutely went after Joe Forty with some big-time profanity and got the technical foul.
I guess that's one way to stop the clock and get a little bit of a rest. That's counterproductive, however.
A very frustrated Del Harris.
And rightfully so, George. It is, you know, if you're any type of competitor at all and you push your team through 82 ball games, and then to see it decimated with injuries like this, and you know, you have a great deal of pride, and you have a lot of vile in you, and it does surface when you feel this way.
Dumars made the technical foul free throw. And so it's the Pistons 69 and Milwaukee 63. 3.5 to play in the third. Humphries to Brown. They swing it around to Roberts, taking the baseline on Lambier, and Lambier blocks from behind but fouls him. Roberts will get a pair.
You figure that Roberts driving the baseline like that, it's the substitute that would, you know, this is a bench player that's in the game getting full duty, and Del Harris just doesn't have anyone else to call on.
Hey, he's a stalwart in this group. You know what? This has been very good for Fred Roberts' career, though.
Well, I think this will give him a great send-off for next ball season.
He's showing me something I wasn't able to see in him before.
Ditto here. I've always thought that he had some good speed and everything, but he was always indecisive. He seemed like that he could never get his game under control.
Sometimes that happens when you don't get any playing time. He made both at the line. Here come the Pistons. Aguirre deep against a double team. Got it down, but paid for it. It's a Brown foul.
The Bucks have had trouble all series long with that isolated curl between the guard and the forward on the baseline. Here's a replay of it. Mark has come off of the curl and he's open. Both players switched out on the guard, and the forward went underneath alone.
Mark Aguirre gets a chance to make it a 3-point trip, and he does. And the Pistons lengthen the lead at 72-65. We're in the third in Milwaukee in game 4 as the Pistons look to sweep. Tony Brown topside off to Roberts on the wing from a horn from there, and he hits it from there.
Yeah, you can see Fred's confidence grow every ball game.
2 dozen for Roberts tonight. 2:50 to play in the third. 72-67 Pistons. Aguirre off to Lambier, topside against Roberts. Isaiah gets a Aguirre screen, fires no. Off it comes to Ricky Pierce. Ahead to Humphries, 2.5 to play in the third. Pistons by 5. Humphries bouncing inside to Roberts, looking to reverse it. He does, and he gets it down off the window. 26 points for Roberts. It's a 3-point game. And with 2 now and 11 left in the third, Chuck Daly wants a timeout. Pistons 72, Milwaukee 69. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network. The latest and baddest Pistons Bad Boys item is a giant full-color poster. That great shot of Bill Lambier and Rick Mahorn in Rolling Stone magazine. On sale now at Great Stuff, Dunham's, participating Taco Bell restaurants in Detroit and Flint, Hungry Howie's Pizza, and the Palace concession stand. It's a collector's item and keepsakes. To get yours today, a portion of the proceeds go to charity. Really one of my favorites, the Metropolitan Detroit Youth Foundation. Ricky Mahorn, one of the bad boys, gets it inside from Lambier, and Roberts fouls him.
Bill played guard on that, drove the middle, and found Ricky Mahorn underneath all alone.
Chuck Daly will get Vinnie Johnson off the bench for Isaiah. 72-69. The Pistons lead in 2:06 to play in the third. They trail early 45-24. In the third, they've outscored the Bucks 28-15. Ricky makes and makes again. 74-69. Mahorn with 10. The Pistons by 5. 2 to play in the third. Milwaukee led by 10 at the half. Humphries against Vinny. Bounces it high post. Humphries the turning gun. In and out. Back in again. Roberts has 28. And Milwaukee's within 3.
Yeah, he better be careful. He scores his number. I don't think he's ever done that before.
He wears 31. He's sneaking up on it. Dumars against Humphries. Lobs inside to Aguirre. He's two-time. Now it's 3 as Roberts comes to help Brown and Pierce. And marks in the lane too long. A 3-second call made by Darryl Garrettson on Aguirre.
That's an unusual call. It really is. You know, he really was in there 3 seconds, but most of the time when a guy's ready to make his move, the referee usually ignores it.
Here comes Moncrief. He and Brown, Brewer, and Roberts and Pierce on the floor for Milwaukee. Ricky Pierce topside, fires over Dumars, no. Rebound Brewer, the putback, no. It's off the heel. John Sally for Mahorn. Rebounds for the Pistons. Sally with Aguirre and Lambier, and Dumars and Vinnie Johnson on the floor for Chuck Daly's team. Dumars gets Vinnie a shot, baseline right, heel gun, no. Rebound Sally, back to VJ. Pump fake now at 5, looking to lay it off, got it back, and he's called for traveling.
That's exactly the same call as at the other end of the ball court, traveling against Fred Roberts.
Vinnie blew by Brewer. Went up with the ball and came down with the ball. Pistons 74, Milwaukee 71. 37 to play in the third. Moncrief in the lane. Roberts has it in the corner for the rainbow. It's going to be short. That was a tired shot to Sally.
Yeah, no backspin at all. It just looked like a hard effort for him to get it up.
We now have 20 seconds to play in the third. Dumars with a high screen from Lambier. Gets by Moncrief. Gets inside. Misses, but Rodman, who's on for Aguirre, taps it in. Worms first 2. No shot clock. 12 to play in the third. Pistons by 5. Moncrief off to Roberts outside against Sally. Puts it on the floor. Starts to back down. Doubles inside to Pierce. Ricky will take it back outside. Gets topside to Moncrief. No time left at the end of 3. It's the Pistons 76 and Milwaukee 71. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network. Milwaukee won the first quarter 33-20, but the Pistons won the second 24-21 and blew them away in the third 32-17. They take a 5-point lead at fourth, and of course a 3-0 lead in this best-of-7 series, down to what could be the final 12 minutes of the series. Moncrief driving on Vinny, tries to power it up. He is double-teamed and he is fouled. Vinny got him, says Joe Forty. Through 3 quarters, the Pistons shooting 57%, Milwaukee 47%. Pistons still with a big edge in turnovers. They've turned it 14 times, Milwaukee just 6 times. Sidney Moncrief at the line makes the first. The Pistons lead by 4.
Sickman's been on the bench quite a spell. Didn't rest any in the first half, and I think it affected his legs. He's at the age where he needs some conditioned rest.
What's as tired as I've seen a player look in a long time. The way he looked late in the first half and early in the second. Moncrief split the pair. Here come the Pistons, leading 76-72. Dumars has Roberts switching on him. He'll take him inside. Brewer comes to help. They stop the shot, but foul Joe. It's on Roberts.
Brewer's got to step up. When you're on the weak side and the man drives the baseline, you've got to meet him as far across the paint as you can. You can't wait right under the basket and expect to stop him.
Joe drew Fred Roberts' third foul with a good move.
And there's where Brewer should have gone out to meet him at the paint, make Joe change his drive before he attacks the basket.
Dumars at the line with 11 and 27 to play, perhaps in the series. He made the first. It's the Pistons by 5. They're looking to sweep. A win tonight would do that and make them 7-0 in the playoffs.
Right now, the Bucks are really tired. They're struggling. I don't see how they can make a comeback.
78-72, Pistons by 6 early in the fourth. Moncrief top of the key. Pierce, they need some hot shooting from this guy. Pierce does get a screen from Brewer as Lambier on him. He'll drive to the foul line wide. Bad look and miss, especially for Pierce. It's out of bounds. It belongs to the guys in blue. Pistons own the basketball.
This reminds me of the third game against Boston with the young legs out there and the Boston Celtics with those old guys just trying to stay alive. Couldn't quite. They died in the last 3 minutes.
Lambier swings it to Rodman at the foul line extension. He'll bounce it mid-post to Sally. Hooking over Brewer is John. No, the rebound comes to Pierce. Off to Sidney Moncrief. Moncrief bounces to Brewer. Brewer at the high post. Top side, Roberts tries the long gun. It goes. Roberts has hit the 30 mark. 78-74. Pistons lead them by 4. 10.25 left in the game. Dumars off to Vinny. He'll bounce it back to Joe behind the foul line for the Rainbow. It goes. Terrific confidence and perfect form on that shot.
Pistons have so many ways to hurt you. If one guy isn't carrying us, just a moment later, someone will turn around and do it.
They lead by 6, 80-74. 10:06 left in the game. Brown against Rodman. Dishes it in the lane to Brewer. The turnaround gun on here goes for Randy Brewer. Brewer's one guy that might not be tired. He didn't play much during the season when everybody was healthy here.
And he had a pretty good rest in the first half when he had foul trouble early.
80-76, 9:45 left. Vinny from outside. Missed the long gun. Rebound Brewer. Up to Roberts. And a foul's going to be called on Sally. Chuck Daly with Brendan Suhr and Brendan Malone. In the playoffs, he's now 38 and 24. That's a terrific playoff average. Over 60%. Roberts is bouncing it inside to the posting Jay Humphries, and the Pistons get another foul. It's on Joe Dumars. He has 3. 9:28 left. Pistons 80, Bucks 76. Moncrief from the sideline. Sigma's back in the game. Gives it to Roberts topside. Roberts dishes on the wing to Brown. The long gun popped out to Dumars. Joe and Vinny. Jimmy Edwards, who's come on, and Sally and Rodman against Sigma, Roberts, Brown, Humphries, and Moncrief. Pierce rustic. Dumars to the foul line extension. Now he guns, and it goes.
He does shoot that with confidence now. He's putting a lot of arc on his ball the last 4 or 5 ball games.
Joe has 20. And the Pistons lead it by half a dozen. It's 82-76, 8:50 left. Moncrief topside against Vinny. On the wing to Roberts against Sally. Clock at 9. He'll square up and gun. It's going to be wide. Rodman taps and Vinny rebounds. Dennis kept it alive. VJ looking to go to the hoop through the bump. But he's going to get the offensive foul. Vinny Johnson inside on Humphries. They rule to use the forearm to get himself some room. It's 82-76 Pistons, Bucks ball. Sigma inside, stumbles to a stop because of a foul.
I thought Jack traveled before he went up in the air for the shot. This is one way to stop the clock and get a nice little rest. Shoot 2 free throws.
Rodman fouled him. We have 8:21 to go. Del Harris sees Jack Sikma go to the line now to shoot a pair. Sikma has 6. Sikma makes. Isaiah replaces Joe Dumars.
Nice little exchange between Joe and Isaiah on the replacements. In the playoffs, you really get tuned in and you talk about assignments, you talk about the play that might have been called, and you really communicate with each other. That's the way you're supposed to do it anyway.
This has to be a thinking man's game at this level at any time, but especially in the playoffs. The free throws fall for Sikma. 82-78. 8 and 10 left. Vinnie Johnson outside against Moncrief. Draws the double, hooks it to Edwards. Edwards at the foul line, leans and fires and fills it up.
That's a nice substitution.
It's 84-78 Pistons. See if your prediction holds up, Dick, that Milwaukee's going to be just too tired to come back. They're down 6. They must win to stay alive. Humphries posts on Isaiah, gets it inside. He is 3 times. Sally fouls him.
That was an easy call for the referee to make. John went over and captured him and was not going to let him get the shot off or go for a 3-point play.
2 on John.
Humphries had established good position, and Sally was not going to let him get the shot out.
Humphries at the line. He'll shoot a pair. He makes the first. Pistons are in the penalty with 7:46 left.
And this is valuable downtime for the Bucks.
You're right, as tired as they are, as short as that bench is, turn off that clock anytime you can. Humphries makes 2. It's a 4-point game. 84-80, 7:35 to play. Isaiah gets Humphries, top of the key. Gives to Edwards, gets it back. Wants to screen and roll with Jimmy. Isaiah does draw the double. Looks for Edwards on the sideline. Humphries slaps it out.
Next year, that won't be reset at 5. It'll stay at the 2, and then Pistons would have to try to get a shot off in that time.
But it's at 5. They have a little time. Isaiah with 2 on the clock from the wing guns. It won't go. Rodman way up. Try and hold the rebound. Can't, but Sally taps it in. The bench exploded on Sally's tap. That's his first hoop tonight. And he leads the Pistons in scoring in this series, averaging 17. He had 23 on Friday night at the Palace. Pistons by 6 as the Bucks swing it around. Bernie Fryer stops it for a Piston foul. It's on Sally. Milwaukee takes timeout too. 6:56 left. Pistons 86, Milwaukee 80. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network. They may be down 3-0, but they still love their Bucks in Milwaukee.
Well, they should. This has been a gallant battle by the Bucks.
They trail by 6 with 6:56 left. Roberts looking to match that uniform number of 31 as he stands at the line. He missed the first. Jack McCloskey and his staff, of course, Will Robinson and Stan Novak here to watch the Pistons tonight. And hoping for that sweep. John Rio from Livonia here, Eric Benderoff and Aaron Shapiro, ex-Detroiters. Here for the Pistons tonight in Milwaukee. Roberts split the pair. He does have 31. It's 86-81, 6:51 to play. Finney gets the high screen from Edwards, gets doubled. Sikma and Pierce. BJ gives it up to James. They're looking for the open man. Foul line Sally. Dotted line up fake and a dish back to Finney. On the right baseline, her wheel inside against a double team. And a 3-second call on Dennis Rodman takes the ball away.
When you're a great rebounder like Dennis Rodman, anytime you sense that your teammate's going to go shoot, you have to camp yourself under the basket, and Vinny juked around a little bit too long with it.
Humphries comes to work against Isaiah. Rodman chasing Roberts. He's got a hold of him, and nobody called for the foul.
They had him with both hands as he went around that whirl, that circle play that Milwaukee runs. Two postmen in a stack up on the foul line.
All they could do was smile at the call.
If you trail that, you're going to have to grab him to slow him down. You try to beat him over the top of the double, but it's really difficult because those two guys are staggered.
Roberts at the line makes, and he has 32. He earned his way to the line, running away from a Dennis Rodman grab.
It looked like a set of reins on a horse, didn't it?
Boy, it sure did. They're both kind of from the wild, wild west. He made them both. Let's take 10 for an ID in the Pistons playoff basketball network. Pistons by 3, 86-83. Edwards from the baseline. The turn and gun goes for James. He has 4, and the Pistons lead by 5.
He wants the ball in that low post.
Just under 6 to play in the game. Humphries is doubled. Edwards helps Isaiah. Now Humphries gives it to Roberts. Top to key against Rodman. High post, Sigma, pump fake on Sally. Backs to the baseline. Whirls mid post. Forces the Glasser. No, but he did draw the foul. Stopping the clock again. Edwards with the foul. The Broadway, downtown Birmingham and Detroit, where the Pistons management and players suit up in great style and fashion. For the man who wants that special difference in his clothes and his clothing store, the Broadway is the ultimate men's store. Right next door to Sebastian and Mario and my buddies at Tiger Shoes. Right in the middle of downtown Birmingham.
The way Jack steps into that free throw, you wouldn't think he had any confidence. He only led the league in free throw shooting. But it is a little unorthodox to step in that hard.
He missed the first. He made the next. 88-84. The Pistons lead them by 4, trying to sweep the Bucks. Isaiah against Humphries between the rings.
Edwards is calling for the ball again.
Wants it on the high post, gets it against Sigma. Cross courts to Sally, has to leap to catch. The clock is at 4, now 3, now 2 in the lane, deep to Edwards. The shot is up and it's in with the clock running out. Pistons by 6, 90-84.
John Sally had good penetration, drew the people to him and found Edwards to the hole.
Roberts looks for Pierce. Pierce over Vinny. No. It's off the heel. But Brewer rebounds, gives to Roberts. Roberts misses baseline. BJ boards it.
Pierce has been very quiet. Dennis Rodman is capable of shutting people off and making them quiet.
4 now and 55 left. The Pistons have it and a 6-point lead, a 3-0 lead also in this series. Vinny at the foul line, wants to drive to the hole. He's doubled. Sigma takes it away. This is one of the foul calls. Humphries has it now. Roberts inside, rejected by Rodman. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Roberts. That is his 4th. Roberts ran over John Sally, who had position.
Dennis Rodman got there. He was also ready to block the shot, and Sally had established his position.